Hey there, Tracy here for Trinity Stamps, and welcome to our July 2025 release hop. And I hope that you'll enjoy all of the hoppers as you hop along and get inspiration from our new release. In today's video, I'm making this adorable little oops card. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so I've got here all the supplies I'm going to be using. Hello and welcome. And this is the card we're making today. We're making a card, a circle card. And inside you could write any sentiment. Oh snap, I forgot your birthday. Oh snap, I forgot to bring your lunch. Whatever. And we're going to be using the new emoji add-on hands. So, and I've got here some paper, of course. I've got a piece of black, really dark black, piece of white. I've got my circle card cutter, and I already have a circle card base ready. And this comes from our circle card kit, which I think it's a donut one. And then I've got these little circle frames that are new in the release. I'm going to be using those. I'll be using the Sundae Alphabet. And then I've got our original emoji die set, because the add-ons are just add-ons. You still need the original for parts. And here are the add-ons. So I'm using these parts from the hands. So I've got the little hand and I've got the little shadow. And this is me like multiple times a day smacking my head like, what the heck? So anyway, I'm using the eyebrows and the eyes from the other set. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is super easy. I have everything all cut out. And what I did was I cut out my letters and I had my paper stuck to a double-sided sticky tape sheet. So when I pull my letters out, they're already sticky and I don't have to mess with any glue. They are kind of delicate, so I'm trying to be as careful as I can with them. This particular double-sided sticky tape is super sticky. So I'm going to spell out my words on this piece of black cardstock, and then I'm going to cut them a shadow layer. You could just do, a rectangle if you wanted to, if you didn't want a fussy cut, but you know me, I like to fussy cut. So we'll just get our letters down here. And just a reminder, this is a giveaway hop, and there's an entry form link down below with all the details that you need. Plus, I'll have all the products that I use linked in the description box below. So let's get my little tittle on my old snap, and it's all ready to go. And then all I'm going to do is just kind of rough cut around it first, and then I'll just kind of fussy cut around it, moving the paper. And friends, fussy cutting takes practice. If you're not used to it or you don't like it, just keep practicing. I used to work for a phone company, and I was on the phone all day helping people technical support with their cell phones. And a lot of times there'd be downtime. And so I would just practice fussy cutting. So I've got my O snap ready, and now I can put my card together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my circle card base, and I want it to be a top folding. So I'm laying the top part across a line on my mat there so I can make sure that I have everything lined up. So I'm going to put the outer ring that I cut with our new circle frame dies, and then I kept the inner ring, and I'm going to actually pop that up a little bit. But I do want to take and just darken down the edges just a slight bit. So I'm taking a little bit of a darker yellow ink, not too dark. You could go as dark as you want. You could even come in with a light orange if you wanted to, just to kind of give that a little bit of shape. And then I'll start gluing down my parts. Now I didn't do these on double-sided sticky tape, so I'm going to use actual glue. You can though, if you want to. And then I'm just going to glue everything into place, looking at the lines on my mat here, getting everything kind of as even as I possibly can. I mean, nobody's perfect. So there is a link to the hop playlist listed down below, and all you need to do is click that link, and it'll take you to each one of the hoppers. So you can hop right along. Now I'm only going to put one eyebrow on because the other eyebrow is not really going to show, because I'm going to have my hand over it. So I kind of want to, work on the expression there. And then I'm going to put the mouth, like the what mouth? Oops. Oh, darn it. Yikes, whatever. Not too scared, just, I don't know, disappointed. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that emotion. I've got here some black low profile foam tape that I'm going to put on the back of this. Just, I don't want it popped up super high. You could pop it up high. You could use the regular circle and leave the outer frame if you wanted to. Not, not have an outer frame, have it fill the whole card. But I really liked the look of this, and it was the right size, and it was easy to find because I just got it. Friends, if you know me, I lose everything. It's not actually lost, it's just hiding. So I'll get plenty of glue on this sticky tape so I can make sure I get this on straight and have a little wiggle room if I need it. And then I'll take and put my little hand together. These emoji things are so fun. There's so many things you can say with them. So mine is going to be smacking her forehead. So I'm going to put my hand up there on an action wobbler, actually. A little tiny one. These are the mini ones from Pear Blossom Press. Because I thought it'd be fun to be wobbly. If I can get this out of the package. Let's make sure I get the wrapper off. And I'm going to put the more opaque side down onto the hand and the clearer side down onto the card front. Just get this on here straight. Make sure it's nice and stuck on. And then I'll pull the backer off the more clear side. And I can just stick that hand down. Now if you want to, you can add some liquid glue with that too, just in case you get it placed wrong. But I'm just running on a wing and a prayer. I kind of know where I want it. I'll hover over top and then push down, and I've got my little flicky hand going there, and then all I need to do is do my sentiment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out an envelope, an A2 size envelope, because I want to make sure that my my sentiment doesn't go beyond that. I will take a little white gel pen and just add a couple little white highlights just to give it a little bit more dimension. Not a whole bunch. And I go very slowly with these, you guys, because I don't have very steady hands. And if I try and get in a hurry, they just go every which way, and I can't get them at the right side of the edge. And because this is yellow paper, it doesn't show up as much, so I'm making the lines a little bit thicker, and this is a number 10 gel pen. Wait a minute, I need to get some more in the other eye. There we go. Kind of want my eyes to sort of match. All right, now we're ready to complete putting this card together. So the sentiment is going to go as if, the character is saying the words. And I love the saying, oh snap, because, it works and you don't get in trouble for saying it. So I want to make sure that the card's going to fit in my A2 envelope, so I don't want to glue my sentiment beyond that. I think I'm going to go right, let's see, maybe right about here. Maybe in a little bit. Heck, make up my mind. I can't have it going too far below either. Okay. I'm going to settle for a place, I promise. I'm going to add my glue just to the part that's going to stick to the card and not beyond. The black paper that I used, actually, I'm going to pop this up on a little foam tape. The black paper that I used is a 120-pound black heavy stock. So I know that it's not going to crinkle that easily. You could double up that layer if you wanted to, but that's going to be a little bit difficult to cut if you've got stiff hands like me. Let's just get one more little piece of foam tape here. Okay, try and get that unstuck from my finger. Now add a little bit of glue. Put this in here again so that I know everything's going to fit. And then commit to where this is going to go. And press. Okay, we're committed. That's where it's going. And then what I do typically is I'll check the other side, and if there's any foam tape sticking out, I'll just trim it off. So see where there's that little teeny tiny piece? I'm just going to take my tweezers and just kind of stuff it in there, bend it around. Then inside, again, you could stamp what it, whoops, now you ought to wait till it's dry, dingus. You can put, snap, I missed your birthday. Oh, snap, she did it again. I don't know. This is why I didn't put a sentiment on the inside. But listen, I forget a lot of birthdays, so most likely what's going in there is something about forgetting a birthday. So here's our little wobbly hand card. I hope you like it. If you do, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow along the hop and enter to win the $25 gift card from Trinity Stamps. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.